Hey everyone, and welcome back. We love to take these deep dives into some of the most talked about tech trends, and today
Oh, yeah.
is no exception.
Yeah.
We're tackling a big one,
Yeah,
AI agents,
that's right.
and specifically how AI agents are going to shake up
Mhm.
all the software we use every day. We're talking SaaS platforms,
Absolutely.
and whether these two forces are going to be,
Yeah.
friends or foes. Like, is this
Right.
a battle for the future of software, or is
Yeah.
there a way they could work together?
Yeah, that's a great question. And, the source material we dug into for this episode
Yeah.
really dives into that. Like, are SaaS platforms going to become obsolete with the rise of AI agents?
Yeah, because it's easy to think that, right? Like AI is so powerful, it
Right.
can learn, it can adapt. It just seems like it can do it all these days.
It really does.
So where does that leave sauce, like what we've been using for years?
Well, and the thing is, it's tempting to think of it as this,
Yeah.
head-to-head battle AI versus SaaS. But what we found is that it's way more nuanced than that.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not a simple winner-takes-all kind of situation.
It's not. So let's unpack that.
Okay.
Let's start with AI agents. I mean,
Yeah.
what makes them so potentially disruptive? Like, why are people kind of freaking out a little bit about this?
Well, it's because AI agents have this incredible ability to learn and adapt in ways that traditional software just can't. They can look at massive amounts of data and they can learn from that data and then use that to automate really complex tasks.
Right.
Things that would normally take humans, hours or days to do.
Yeah.
And not only that, they can generate content, they can, you know, write things, create images, even make decisions based on all that data they're processing.
Yeah, and it's happening so fast. Like every day there's a new AI tool that can do something incredible.
It's really mind-blowing.
Yeah, so I get why people are wondering, like, okay, is this the end of SaaS, like
Yeah.
the software as we know it? But the research we're looking at today makes a really strong argument that SaaS platforms are far from over. In fact, they might be the key to actually unlocking the full potential of AI.
That's right. I mean, this research really highlighted 9 key advantages that SaaS platforms have, even in this world where AI is, exploding.
Okay, 9 advantages, let's hear them.
All right. Well, first up is integration and compatibility. So businesses rely on a whole bunch of different software, right?
Oh, yeah.
Some of it might be kind of old legacy systems. Some of it might be super specialized for a very specific task.
Uh-huh.
And SaaS platforms are already really good at connecting all these different systems, making sure that the data can flow between them.
Right.
So they're in a prime position to do the same thing for AI agents. They can act as that bridge between legacy systems and the shiny new AI tech.
So instead of like ripping and replacing everything, which can be a huge headache for businesses,
Huge headache.
yeah, SaaS platforms can just sort of be like the central hub and
Yeah.
bring the AI in seamlessly.
Seamlessly. Another thing is that SaaS platforms are often designed for very specific tasks or industries.
Right.
So take like project management software, for example.
Oh, yeah.
It's built to handle things like scheduling, resource allocation, keeping track of progress. Now, an AI agent could come in and supercharge those functions. Maybe it could predict delays or suggest the best way to allocate resources based on data from past projects.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't necessarily replace the core functionality of the platform itself.
So an AI might be great at, you know, writing marketing copy or like analyzing financial data,
Yeah.
but it might not be the best tool for managing invoices or like
Yeah.
scheduling social media posts and things like that.
Yeah, those very specific tasks.
Right.
Those platforms already do those really well.
Exactly.
And, another point is scalability. One of the big things about SaaS is that it can adjust to your needs, whether you're a tiny startup or a massive corporation.
Mhm.
And this is a really big deal when you think about the cost and just the complexity of developing and maintaining your own AI solutions.
Yeah, cost effectiveness is a huge factor for any business.
Absolutely.
And the research really emphasizes that SaaS gives you access to all this powerful tech without that massive upfront investment of building it yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, subscribing to a service
Yeah.
instead of building your own power plant.
That's a great analogy. And, even the smartest AI still needs a way for humans to interact with it, to understand what it's doing.
Right.
And SaaS platforms have had years and years of experience designing user-friendly interfaces, something that's still kind of a work in progress in the AI world.
It's like those robots that you see that can do
Yeah.
incredible things,
Right.
but they still can't figure out how to open a door.
Yeah.
AI needs that human touch, and SaaS is really good at providing that.
For sure. And we can't forget about compliance and security. I mean, these are huge issues.
Yeah.
And SaaS providers often have entire teams dedicated to making sure that their platforms meet all the industry regulations and that your data is kept safe and secure.
Right.
This is something that the AI field is still kind of catching up on.
And speaking of data, AI is all about data. It runs on data, but it needs data that's clean and organized and ready to analyze.
Exactly.
And the research pointed out that SaaS platforms are already doing a lot of the heavy lifting when it comes to data management. Like they can clean up messy data, standardize comments, fill in missing information, and that frees up the AI to actually focus on extracting insights and doing what it does best.
It's like having a team of expert librarians.
Oh, yeah.
You're organizing the library so the AI can easily find the books it needs.
Love that analogy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got these advantages. What happens if you run into trouble?
Well, that's another great thing about SaaS. Most SaaS providers have really robust support systems in place.
Oh, yeah.
So you've got access to training materials, documentation, even online communities where you can connect with other users and get help.
Which can be super valuable when you're working with something new like AI.
Absolutely.
Okay, so if we put all this together, it sounds like the future isn't about choosing between AI and SaaS.
Right.
It's about how they can actually work together.
Yeah, you got it. I think the real potential here is in hybrid solutions where AI agents become integrated features within SaaS platforms.
Okay, so give me an example of what that would look like.
Okay, so imagine a customer support SaaS platform,
Okay?
and it uses an AI agent to automatically categorize incoming requests, predict how the customer is feeling based on their message, and even suggest responses based on past interactions.
Wow.
So it's like having this super intelligent assistant helping your customer support team.
That would be amazing.
It would. And the cool thing is because SaaS platforms are constantly being updated and improved,
Yeah.
all the new AI advancements can just be woven into those updates.
It's like a perfect match.
It really is. It's this symbiotic relationship where each technology can leverage the strengths of the other.
And that leads to more powerful and innovative solutions for everyone.
Exactly.
So the big takeaway here is that the relationship between SaaS and AI is way more complex and interesting than it might seem at first glance.
For sure.
It's not about one replacing the other, but this potential for a really powerful partnership that could totally change how we use software.
And it makes you wonder, if SaaS platforms do become these main homes for AI, what does that mean for the future of software?
Yeah.
What new possibilities could we see emerge from this combination?
That's a great question for everyone to think about. I hope this deep dive has given you a new perspective on this evolving relationship between SaaS and AI, and maybe spark some ideas about what the future might hold.
Yeah, for sure. It's an exciting time.
It really is. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive.
Yeah, thanks everyone.